Sorry.
Alright. Okay, so imagine that after high school or sometime in your life you decide you want to join the military, whether you do it for a sense of duty or because your family did it, something like that. Well, because of the post 9/11 GI Bill, you're promised certain benefits for doing that, whether you use it to pay money for school or to buy a house or all that stuff. So you go, you fight, you do all your stuff, and you come back and you promise all these benefits. Well, unfortunately, the way the world is today, a lot of these veterans are not getting said benefits. And it's actually pretty sad on how many cases there are which veterans are not getting their benefits. And today I'm going to be talking to you about how this is affecting their everyday lives and why it's happening in the first place. But first, why it's happening, but first, how it's affecting them. According to a March 8th, 2012 BuzzFeed article, student veterans from all over the U.S. report that the VA is late on their student payments by months, or they're not even receiving them at all. So veterans are being forced to dip into savings and getting loans just to pay for schooling. And a lot of people just blame the schools for this, like saying they don't understand, but it's not the school's fault. It's up to the students to pay, but these veterans, they get all their money from the VA, and when the VA doesn't pay, then they're kind of out of luck. And some of the schools actually try and help them. In fact, Ohio State University will not expel or suspend any student who is suffering from these problems, which includes a lot. But unfortunately, not every single school is as lenient as that. And it isn't just students trying to get by. There are veterans suffering from these problems. Veterans who are just using that money to pay for rent and stuff, they're also suffering. And a lot of them are forced to get money from parents or take out loans just to make rent, so that way they don't get evicted from their homes and apartments. And some of them even end up due. In fact, according to the National Coalition for Homeless Veterans, 11% of the adult homeless population in America are just comprised of veterans. Now, as to why it's happening, there's a few big ways why this is happening. One is just understaffing by the VA. So when every veteran who applies for benefits, they have to send their request into the VA, and then they get sent to one of 4 process centers in the U.S. And they get sent to either Buffalo, Atlanta, Muskogee, or St. Louis. That's 4 process centers for every single veteran request in the entire U.S. And of course, they'll be backlogged. In fact, according to reports, the Buffalo office at any time is backlogged by about 60,000 cases. And another reason why this is happening is government bureaucracy and red tape. See, a lot of politicians vote that they want this stuff to happen so that way it makes them look good. But when it comes to actually implementing these programs, they don't do a whole lot about it. They're other fun stuff that gets them reelected. So, in conclusion, this is a huge problem that happens. It affects the daily lives of everyday people who just fight for everyone back home. And why it happens is because of understaffing and just government bureaucracy. So imagine it happens to your grandpa, your uncle, your best friend, even you yourself. These men and women, they fight for everyone back home. Least we can do to help is make sure that they have a place to live and money for school.